Hi, my name is Josh Lockheed, Training Evangelist here at QuoteWerks. Today I'll be reviewing how to set up the Pipedrive integration in QuoteWerks. To begin, navigate to Contacts, then set up Contact Manager. Select Pipedrive from the list of CRMs and click on the Pipedrive Setup button. This opens the Pipedrive Setup window. Before we do anything else, we need to connect our Pipedrive account to QuoteWerks, and this is done by clicking on the Connect button. Doing so prompts you to input your Pipedrive credentials. Clicking Login authenticates you with Pipedrive, and you are prompted to allow the QuoteWerks app to be installed on Pipedrive. Review the permissions settings and click Allow and Install. If everything else is successful, you will see a window indicating that you have been authenticated. You can test your connection at any time by hitting the Test Connection button. If everything has been set up correctly, you will receive a pop-up that indicates that Pipedrive authenticated successfully. With the connection configured, additional tabs appear along the left side of the window. If we click on the Deals tab, we can begin to configure deal-related settings. Under Deal Actions, you can change when to set an opportunity to 1. You can choose to never convert to 1, automatically when converting to order, or automatically when converting to invoice. Most will choose to mark the deal as 1 when the quote is converted to an order, but this gives you some flexibility based on your needs. Also under Deal Actions, you can choose to update the Pipedrive deal name with the document name, be prompted to create a deal when converting a quote to an order or invoice if one does not already exist, and write products into the deal. If you choose to write products into the Pipedrive deal, all products included on the quote in the QuoteWerks will be written into the deal even if they do not exist in Pipedrive. If they do not exist, they will be created as a record in the Pipedrive products database. The next section on the Deals tab is Deal Details. Here you can set line handling settings. You can choose to write line item detail into the Pipedrive deal or write a single summary line instead. Most will choose to write line item detail as this gives you the granularity to see what individual products were quoted, but this option gives you the ability to choose. If we choose to write line item detail, we will be prompted to configure how we want to map the Pipedrive item number. The default and most often used is manufacturer part number, but again you have the option to choose a different field in QuoteWerks to map the item number to if you'd like to do so. If you do, you will have the option to configure part number generation options, which will govern how part numbers are assigned if the mapped QuoteWerks field is blank. You can set this to not auto-generate using a macro, or auto-generate using a macro based on a QuoteWerks item type. You can also set what field to map the Pipedrive SKU field to. You can choose whichever QuoteWerks field makes the most sense based on your workflows. Each Pipedrive deal item must have a part number. Regardless of how you choose to map the Pipedrive item number, you'll be prompted to select how to handle items that for whatever reason have the part number blank even after following the item mapping rules. You can assign specific part numbers to be used based on their item or line types. The last option on the Deals tab gives you the ability to send only a summary product line to Pipedrive for grouped bundles. With this option unchecked, all bundle items will be brought over as individual line items. The Settings tab allows you to set who you want the deal owner to be. This can be either the QuoteWerks logged in user or the QuoteWerks sales rep, both of which are mapped to the Pipedrive username. This tab also allows you to set whether you would like attached files to be associated with the deal or the person. In order for user mapping to occur, you have to make sure to complete user mapping from the User Mapping tab. This tab lists all QuoteWerks users, and using the drop-down boxes gives you the ability to associate them with a Pipedrive user. This ensures that as deals are created and modified, that the appropriate Pipedrive user is being assigned. The Category Mapping tab allows you to map QuoteWerks item types to product categories in Pipedrive. This ensures that as products are created or updated in Pipedrive that they are assigned the correct category. You also have the ability to set a default category to be applied when a QuoteWerks item type has not been assigned. It is best practice that once all of the Pipedrive setup steps have been completed to go back one last time and verify everything has been configured correctly. Once confirmed, you should click OK to save changes and create test deals to familiarize yourself with how information is shared between QuoteWerks and Pipedrive. QuoteWerks can also pull products and services from Pipedrive to be used on quotes. This is enabled by adding Pipedrive as a product data source. To do so, navigate to Products, then set up Product Data Sources. Click New to create a new product data source. This opens the Product Data Source wizard. Select Pipedrive from the drop-down list and click Next. You are then prompted to map the Pipedrive fields to those in QuoteWerks. Most will be mapped automatically for you, but you can map additional fields by selecting the fields you wish to map and clicking the Map button. Once mapping is complete, click Next. You are then prompted to name your data source. The default is Pipedrive, but you can name it whatever you would like. Just make sure it's something that's easily identifiable as your Pipedrive product list. Clicking Next brings you to the Set Column Titles window where you can rename the columns if you'd like to do so. Clicking Next brings you to the Set Access Rights page where you can define who has access to use this data source. Clicking Next and then Finish will complete the Product Data Source wizard, and you can now see Pipedrive listed in the list of configured product data sources. If we go back to the Contact Manager Setup window, there is another area that we can leverage in managing the Pipedrive integration: Data Link Setup. Configuring a data link allows us to control what information is copied and when between the Pipedrive and QuoteWerks systems. It allows you to pull additional information from fields in Pipedrive when different events occur. This data from Pipedrive can be used to complete fields in the QuoteWerks document, such as a customer profile, the tax rate, customer terms, custom fields, and more. If we click on the Data Link Setup button, the Data Link Setup window appears. To create a new data link, click the orange New button on the top left of the window. As an example, we will configure this data link so that when we retrieve the sold to information in QuoteWerks, we will reach out to Pipedrive and read the organization ID into the custom text O1 field in QuoteWerks. Data links are very simple to configure, but very powerful in their ability to share non-standard field data across systems. Having completed the setup steps outlined in this video, you will now have the ability to search and pull in Pipedrive contacts in QuoteWerks, create and update Pipedrive sales deals, attach additional documentation to the deal, and interact with a Pipedrive product database from inside of QuoteWerks. If you have any questions or would like to learn more about the Pipedrive integration in QuoteWerks, please see our help files or reach out to the team at 407-248-1481.